of lockdown. Hope everybody's all right. Here we go, another Monday morning class. So starting off, feet standing, pointing forwards. Think about even weight going through both legs. Knees just nice and relaxed, so you're not standing with your knees locked right back. Think of gently lengthening through the hips. Open out the shoulders there, make sure they drop down away from your ears. Tuck in the chin. Imagine that nice bright balloon, maybe give it a colour, your favourite colour. That's taking the back of your head up towards the ceiling. Just gently roll the shoulders going backwards, so shrugging up, right the way around, back and down. Just make sure you're not gripping with your bottom. Just really get the shoulder blades moving over the back of the ribs there. Nice and easy. That's good. Okay, keep the shoulders down and relaxed. Just walking through the feet. So lifting one heel off the ground, up onto the toes, knees coming forwards. Let's get the calf muscles working, the knees bending. Okay, great. So if your balance isn't great, maybe stand near a wall or the kitchen counter or a table or a nice solid chair. Otherwise, we're just doing some balancing. So maybe push right up with one hand. Imagine a medicine ball on your fingers. You're pushing up towards the ceiling with that. Pressing down with the other. Alternate knee lifts. So just bringing one knee up in front. Pop it down. Bring the other one up in front. And place it down. Keep pushing up with the one hand, pressing down with the other. So as you take the foot off the ground, make sure you're not leaning sideways. Keeping thinking of that balloon from the back of your head taking you up towards the roof. Maybe swap hands. So push right up with one, press down with the other. Alternate knee lifts. Really feel the bottom of your foot on the floor. Just going a couple more of those. Okay, just some normal balancing. So stand on one leg now. If you feel steady, maybe take an arm up. Take the other one up, first one down, second one down. Good, good. Swap feet. So bring the knee up in front, one arm all the way up, other arm right up, first arm all the way down, second one all the way down. Swap feet. Maybe this time turn your head to the left and come back. Turn to the right and back. Good, pop that foot down. Swap legs. Bring the knee up in front. Turn to the right and back. Turn to the left and back. Lovely, okay. Grab a chair or a stool or something. We don't normally do this in the class, but because we haven't got any chairs or any stools, but hopefully with a chair or a stool at home. So sit nice and tall, feet flat on the floor. Again, chin gently tucked in, balloon from the back of the head. Place your hands on your thighs. So keep looking straight ahead, that's the most important thing. Gently slide one hand down the side of your thigh or down the front of your thigh, and then slide the other hand down. So you're really turning the shoulders, turning your chest, getting that nice twisting through your upper back. Often that area gets quite stiff, especially if you're a little bit tense, a little bit stressed. So just nice and smooth, sliding one hand down, slide the other one down. Head staying looking forwards, so fix your eyes on something that's not moving. Nice and gentle. Really get that upper back moving. That's good. So this is quite a nice one to do also if you're at the computer for a long time, sitting there, you can just do a little bit of this. Okay, and then put your hands over the front of your knees, keep sitting tall. Either imagine you're in the cinema and you've got your knees right against the chair in front of you, or you're on the aeroplane and someone's pushed their chair right back into your knees. So just really gently, you're just going to press one knee forwards and then draw it back and push the other one forwards. So you're pressing forward with one knee, the other one slides back, pressing forward with the other knee. So the movement's actually happening right up in the pelvis there, but if you just think of pushing forward into your hand or into that imaginary seat in front of you. Another nice one that you can do, you know, if you've been at the computer for a while or if you've been sitting for a long time, just to get that nice gentle rotation going through the pelvis. That's good. Okay. And then lie yourself down on the mat, just in the relaxation position. So, going to lie on your back. Knees bent, head iron. If you're a bit stiff through your upper back and neck, you might be better with your head just on a little thin pillow or a book. You want to make sure you're looking at the ceiling slightly in front of you. Just think of letting your back muscles sort of relax and melt down into the floor. Gentle breathing down into the tummy. So you could either put a hand just below your ribs over the top of over your diaphragm, or just gently focus on that area. Let things just sink down into the mat a little bit. Okay, and then take both arms up towards the roof. Feel the back of your shoulders on the mat. Just feel which bits of you are actually touching the floor. So that's all got to stay the same. And just take one arm back over the top of your head towards the floor. So don't worry if you don't get to the floor, you're just going in that direction. And come back up and go back with the other one. So alternate arms. Sore shoulders, don't go back too far, especially if it's sort of pinchy in your shoulder when you get back there. Just go back as far as you feel comfortable. Just nice, easy breathing. And then both arms going back together. Should feel something going on through your lower tummy, especially with both arms. Like your tummy's gently dropping in away from the waistband of your trousers. A bit like a greyhound's belly when it runs. Think how that tummy tucks up and in. Just going for that gentle action, and then just keep that drawn in feeling as you bring the arms back up. Okay, let's add the legs. So, both arms going back, slide one leg down the mat. Press out through the bottom of your foot. Both arms back, slide the other leg down the mat. Press out through the bottom of your foot. So toes up towards you. Imagine something underneath your foot. You're pushing that away from you as the arms go back and the leg goes down. Pelvis staying completely level. Okay, let's do same arm and leg. So right arm going back, right leg down the mat, left arm down beside you. Left arm and left leg. So left arm back, left leg down the mat, right arm down beside you. All good. Just think of really lengthening, right out through the heel and through the tips of your fingers. Diagonal arm and leg. So right arm going back, left leg down the mat. Left arm back, right leg down the mat. Don't worry if you get into a muddle, just start again, stop and start again, or just keep going, same arm and leg. That's good. Okay. Bring the arms down. Both knees bent, feet flat on the ground. Have your feet fairly close in towards your bottom. we're going to do a spine curl. So press into your feet, curl your bottom up. So think of peeling your back up away from the mat, one bone at a time. Just coming up, nice straight line, knees to hips to ribs. Breath at the top, roll back down again. One bone at a time. Just think of laying your back down on the mat, like a nice string of beads. Just placing one bead at a time back onto the floor. Even if it's not actually happening, just sort of imagine it happening. Remember, your brain's really powerful. If you imagine something happening sufficiently, often it starts to happen. Nice and smooth, one bone at a time. Feet staying flat down on the floor, so just watch your toes aren't lifting off. Think of even pressure through the feet. Okay, maybe add some arms to that. So take both arms to the ceiling. Curl your bottom up. Take one arm out to the side. Bring it back up. Other arm out the other side. Back up. Roll your bottom all the way down. And just going again. So curling up, one bone at a time. One arm out sideways. Bring it back up. Other one out the other side. And back up. And roll down. And again. Press into your feet. Curl your bottom up. One arm out to the side. And back up. Other one out the other side. And back up. And roll right down. And maybe bring your knees up to your chest, cross your ankles, hang on to the knees, gentle, gentle knee rocking. So just loosening off through your back if it's tightened up a bit with that one. So nice and smooth, just rock. Great, okay, pop your feet back down, hands underneath your head. So hands behind your head, just gently take your elbows up towards the ceiling and then let them drop all the way back to the floor if they will. Surprising how quickly things start stiffening up actually. So elbows up to the roof, let them drop right back. So as the elbows go back, just watch you're not arching your back off the floor. So just opening out through the front of the chest again. So we're going to do a little curl up. So keep the elbows back and wide. Gently tuck in the chin. Curl your head and shoulders up. Look down over the top of the knees. And release back down again. And again, little chin nod. Curl up. So you're thinking of sort of sliding your ribs down on your front here. Lower tummy drawing in, pelvic floor muscles drawing up and in. And release back down. So next, if you don't want to do it, you could just literally do tucking the chin in and releasing. It's quite a nice exercise then. So gently tuck in, if you can, curl up. And release back down again. Can make that a little tougher, those who want to. Tuck in the chin, curl up. Bring one arm down, sort of pointed at your heel. Other arm down, pointed at your heel. First hand back behind your head. Second hand back behind your head. Release all the way down. And again, gently tuck in the chin, curl up. One hand down, other hand down. First one back, second one back, release down. And again, gently curl up. One hand down, second hand down. First one back, second one back. And down, and just going one more. Just watch you're not gripping behind your knees when you do this one. It's quite easy to start the hamstrings really clenching. First one down, second one down, first one back, second one back, release all the way down. Lovely, just let the neck release, gently roll your head from one side to the other. See what needs cleaning on the floor. Looking left, looking right. Lovely, okay, and then maybe turn over so you're lying on your tummy. So, hands together underneath your forehead, just flatten right down on the mat,
Shoulders nice and soft, chin tucked right in if you can. So you're really keeping the back of the neck nice and long. Just do a swimming leg, nice and slow. So think of using your buttock, float one leg off the floor. Hold it there, and down slowly. Other side. Use your buttock, float one leg off. Hold it there, down slowly. So alternate legs, nice and slow at the moment. Keep the chin tucking in. And just think about your shoulders a minute and that muscle between your neck and your shoulders. Just watch you're not tightening that up. Normal breathing. Imagine you've got a little ice cube just between your lower tummy and the mat. You're just gently drawing your tummy away from that. So nice and smooth. And then maybe clench your buttocks hard, little kicks up and down. So one up, one down, nice and brisk. Tummy staying drawn in. That's good. Keep breathing when you do it. So just watch you're not holding your breath as you do it. Lovely. Rest the legs down, maybe gently sort of give your bottom a wriggle from side to side, just loosen things all the way up. And then we're going to do like a yoga cobra, so legs apart a little bit, pop your hands on the mat, keep your chin tucking in, press on your hands, come up away from the floor, and release down. And again, pushing into your hands, coming up, get your back really arching backwards, and again, press into your hands, curling up, and coming down, and then maybe come up onto your hands and knees, and just take your bottom right back to your heels, so going the other way, so you're really getting those little joints in your back opening right up now. If your knees don't like this, don't do it. Bottom right back, and then maybe coming down onto your tummy again, legs apart, pressing up on your hands, back arching backwards and coming down, and going again, and down, and going again. Down and up onto hands and knees, bottom right back, arms out in front, head right down. Think about breathing into the back of the ribs if you can. Good, and then come up onto hands and knees. So hands and knees, you want your hands underneath your shoulders, knees under your hips. Press the floor away from you, chin tucking in. You could try balancing the book on your bottom, or your brick on your bottom, or think of having a large bucket of cold water sitting there, so you can keep that balance there. Chin tucked in, just float one arm up in front. And pop it down, other hand up in front. Good one for the arms, gets plenty of weight going through those arm bones and through the wrists. Helps keep the bones nice and strong. Gently draw your tummy up away from the floor as you're doing it. Good, okay. Try sliding a leg back behind you. So press out through the hands, chin tucking in, slide one leg back, float it up. Touch the toes down, slide the leg back in. Other side, press the leg back, float it up. So imagine if you're on a floor with floorboards, you're going straight back along one floorboard and then bringing the leg up. Touch down, slide back in. Keep pushing the floor away. Make sure your nose isn't now pointing at your knees. So your nose is pointing at a spot between your hands. Just going a couple more of those. And just one more on the other side. Good. Take the brick off, keep it handy, we'll need that again in a minute. Bottom right, back to your heels again a second. That's good. Okay, and then turn back over onto your back. Grab your brick. If you don't like using the brick, you can just do the stretch without anything. So knees bent, press into your feet. Curl your bottom up, so slide the block underneath your bottom. Remember, it should be a nice sort of flat place to put it there. Legs down one at a time, so slide one leg down, just let it flop. Slide the other leg down, let that flop. Fingers linked, palms to the roof, arms back over the top of your head. Again, sore shoulders, you don't have to do that. Gentle breathing into the tummy. See if you can make your out breath a little bit longer than your in breath. Quite difficult to work out how long a minute is. Quite long, I think. It's about a minute. Just think about letting the knees drop down towards the floor a little bit more, maybe. That's good. Okay, bring the arms all the way down. Slide in the legs one at a time. So bring one leg up, bring the other leg up. Press into your feet, ease your bottom off the brick. Brick out, bottom down. Gather your knees up towards your chest, cross the ankles again, knees apart, gentle, gentle rocking. So you want to do that for about 30 seconds or 30 rocks. Just loosening off through your lower back. If it's feeling a bit tight, this is a good exercise to do. You know, if you twinge your back or something, you want to lie on the floor, do this for about half a minute and then rest for half a minute, another half a minute, rest, another half a minute and rest. That's good. Okay, and then pop your hands underneath your head. Keep your elbows right back and wide. We're doing either a reverse curl, so you're curling your knees towards your chest and releasing down, so it's lower tummy. Keep your head on the mat. So if you're tempted to sort of pull on your head and neck, then put your hands on your forehead. Otherwise, keep the elbows right back and wide. Just peeling your back away from the floor. If you don't like that one, uncross your legs, press your lower back into the mat. So imagine a little sponge between your back and the floor. You're pressing into that. Touch one heel down as that one's coming up, the other one's going down. So passing the legs in midair. One up, one down, back staying pressed into the floor, or you're curling. So whichever one you're doing, it's lower tummy. Just doing a few more of those. Remember, there's no harm in repeating the brick exercise. Usually with my back patients, I get them doing it 3 times through. So if you wanted to make the class a little bit longer, you could go back on the brick for another minute. Follow that with half a minute of rocking, following it with sort of 10 to 15 reverse curls or the legs passing. Okay, when you've done that, hang on to the knees, maybe take them in a little circle. So going up the side of your back, across the middle, down the other side across your tailbone. Just nice, smooth rolling around. And then maybe
going round the other way. That's good, great. Okay, either turn onto your side, come up into sitting, or hold behind a thigh, gently tuck in the chin, smoothly roll up. Just sit right up tall, legs out as wide apart as you can. If you're not getting much stretch, take the legs a bit wider or maybe turn the feet out a bit. That's good, should be an inner thigh stretch. Try and sit right up, sort of on your bottom bones, if you can. Oh, here comes the dog. No, she's just going for a little stroll, trying to find a sunny spot to sit. Having a busy day. Good. Okay, and then maybe bring the soles of the feet together, sit nice and tall, let the knees drop again. That's great. Okay, come back up into standing slowly. Get back as far as I can, away from the camera. Okay, let's do a couple of sideways bends. So legs sort of a bit wider apart than your hips. Hands on the side of your thigh. Just gently sliding one hand down towards your knee and coming back up. And going down the other side. And back up. And hand going down towards your knee. And back up. And going down the other way. And back up. Down to the left. And back up. And down to the right. And back up. Bring the legs back in a little bit more balancing maybe. Remember, balance is absolutely crucial. If your balance is not good, you're much more likely to fall over. So one foot right in front of the other one. Even weight going through both feet. Again, stand near something to put a finger on if your balance isn't good, but try not to hold on. Just have it there to grab if absolutely necessary. Bring the arms in front. Take an arm out to the side and back in. Other one out to the side. Remember, you could just practice a little bit of balancing every day in the kitchen. Some standing on one leg, standing with one foot in front of the other. It's quite easy to do. You could do it when you're brushing your teeth, but then I think you're probably not concentrating on brushing your teeth, so perhaps dentists wouldn't be too happy with that. Just nice and smooth, arms going out to the side and back in. Other one out to the side and back in. Great, swap your feet over. So one foot forward, one back. You could slightly offset your feet if your balance is not great. Even weight through both feet. Maybe this time take an arm all the way up. Other one right up. First arm down. Second one down. First arm all the way up. Second one right up. First one down. Second one down. That's great. Okay, feet back where they normally are. Gently slide the shoulders up and really let them drop. And again, slide the shoulders up and let them go. That's it. Thanks very much, everybody. Well done. Brilliant.